Men who are good looking aren't approaching women because they've never been rejected in their whole entire life. A lot of these men who are attractive have played sports. They've done achievements. They've done this and that. They were viewed by their mommy as the best thing that ever happened. So if you want an attractive man, you're gonna have to talk to them. They are in no way, shape, or form going to put themselves in a vulnerable state of being rejected, especially in settings like gyms, bars, in front of all your friends. Hell no. Go up to him and say something so stupid, even you would laugh. And I'm telling you, it will work.
She just showed why some men don't want to approach women. Women will approach men like that naturally if they are attracted enough.
Oh, I'd just be thinking about how the Mormons might have had the right idea. Get married fucking young to some rich guy just for sex, so that you never have to work. Fuck, dude. Think I messed up. I messed up bad.
Even when she realizes she made mistakes in her life, she still gets almost everything wrong.
Oh, believe me, we know. Men don't chase anything anymore. Men don't even chase money anymore. Only thing men chasing in 2025 is liquor because they're bitches.
I think men are focusing on their money and their health right now. These women are not part of either of those things.
How do I get single men to come to a party? I have a restaurant in Brooklyn and I want to throw a singles mixer for Valentine's Day. And all of the women in my DMs are very enthused, but no men. So how do I, without getting canceled, tell people to like bring their single guy friends? Lots of enthused gays too. So the gays and the girls, maybe the gays and the girls should just have a party and we just exclude the men. Is that, I'll get canceled for that too. Anyway, tips welcome. I have a tequila sponsor, so tequila on me all night. Margaritas, spicy palomas, anything your heart desires. Just need the straight men to show up.
There's nothing she can do. You can't make men interested in going to singles mixers.
Where are all the cute single men in Chicago? Because every time I find a cute guy, he's either married, has a girlfriend, or something, right? He's not ready for a relationship. And it's just like, where are all these guys that are ready for relationships, you know? I am looking for candidates for my speed dating event, and I really want to host 2 of them this upcoming month in July. So hopefully I'm able to do that. But I need more men who are single, who are ready for relationships, who are legit, who are intentional about actually being in a relationship. And yeah, so if you know of one, or if you are one, please click that link in my bio. I have a general interest form where you can fill it out and I'll add you to my list for speed daters.
She basically answered her own question. The good men are either already in relationships or just not interested.
We're like very single.
Why would you say you guys are single?
High expectations and men not meeting those expectations.
Would you say your expectations are unrealistic though?
No, I think for my age, I make good money. I'm not a flop. I take good care of myself. Not everyone's bringing that to the table.
So what are you expecting him to bring to the table?
Make as much money as I do, be able to take care of me, and not be a flop, not talk to other women. And most guys want options, and that sucks.
How much would he have to bring to the table? You're more?
200.
So you want a guy that makes 200K?
Yeah.
How tall does he have to be?
Oh, 5'10" or higher.
You can tell her expectations of men are too high for most men out there.
If you want a boyfriend, the only thing you need to do is move to San Francisco. You don't have to do anything else after that. I was there this weekend. Every single man was hot and tall and successful. There were no other types of men. Every single solitary one, and there were thousands of them, and there were no women. I've never seen anything like it. I don't totally understand why it's like that, but that's where you find a husband, I guess, so you're welcome. And in fact, I was so confused that I asked some of the men about it, and I was like, how's dating here? And almost every single one was like, I really want a girlfriend, but it's really hard to find single women here. Is this true? Like, does anyone live there, and can you verify?
It's because those men constantly have to deal with many modern women. No wonder they are single.
I'm gonna just start dating the women for you guys since y'all suck at it. Like, women want to be taken care of first and foremost. I don't care what anyone says, like, being taken care of is the most attractive thing for a woman. Telling me that you talk to a woman and you're not calling her, you're just literally using your little thumbs to text? Are you 12 years old? You guys, I can't deal with this. Like, y'all are just so annoying to me. Some of you are rolling your eyes being like, women just want to take our money. You just want to take our body and what?
She is free to date other women. Most people won't be upset about it. So good luck with that.
So why have men checked out of dating nowadays? I get comments like this a lot, so I'm going to give you the most common reasons that I've heard after coaching thousands of men, and these are not necessarily my opinions. One of the most common reasons that I hear is that divorce court is disparately against men, and most likely the men are going to lose their children in the event of a divorce. The second piece is that statistically dating apps are much harder for men, so if you're a man who's not successful on dating apps, you're now missing out on one of the biggest pieces of ways to meet people in today's day and age. The third one, and the one that gets everybody all fired up, is everyone's modern iteration of what feminism should be and the imbalance of masculinity and femininity, traditional versus, modern relationships, whatever you want to call it. And the fourth and the most common reason is people have been hurt in the past. When you've been hurt in the past, you start to apply all of these arbitrary rules to the opposite sex and assume that they're going to hurt you or that they are all.
I don't think it's complicated why men have stopped dating. There is very little benefit to it, especially for most men.
I would consider that to be a perfectly valid question, because frankly, there are a lot of women who dress like, well, you know.
Sorry to break it to you, fellas. Modesty went out the window with chivalry.
Essentially, they're saying that modesty kicked the bucket at approximately, if not the same time, that what we know as modern feminism was born. Because if we're being perfectly frank,
it's going to take more than the return of chivalry to make these women more modest.
That is exactly what put chivalry into the ground. Because a lot of these women that claim to be modern feminists are genuinely just poorly disguised misandrists, because they will be more than pleased to tell you how much they don't like men, and they don't need them, and they don't want them, and they can do anything that men can do. Yet, ironically, a lot of these women dress like they can't actually afford an entire outfit. So why exactly would men be chivalrous to women that don't know how to treat themselves with any form of respect?
Modern women want men to be very traditional, while they don't have to be traditional themselves. It feels unfair to men.
So I was just sitting here scrolling and I came across a video of a girl talking about dating apps, and she was talking about Hinge and Bumble and how they're just not that great. And she was saying how in 2025 people are finding serious relationships on Tinder. And I'm very surprised by that, because the last I knew, Tinder was where you went for something casual or if you weren't looking for something serious.
It doesn't matter which app they use. They won't find anything real on dating apps.
But I was reading all the comments. So many people had positive things to say about it, and like that they met people, they're in a relationship, they just got engaged, whatever it was, like a lot of positive comments. So I'm like, I don't know. Apparently Tinder just went through this rebranding, and I guess that's the direction they're going in, is for people to be finding something serious on there. So I don't know. Is this what we're doing in 2025? Is Tinder what we're doing? I think I might have to check it out, but I just wanted to share it in case anyone else is dating with me here still in 2025. But I will check it out and I will report back.
You can't rebrand Tinder or other dating apps. They all end up offering the same results.
So this guy that's been trying to take me out finally picked a day. And so I was like, okay, well, what time and where? And he said, well, I don't know. Do you like coffee? Now, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super bit and 0 being no bitch at all, can I respond never on a first date?
This is the exact attitude that is honestly exhausting for men.
There's nothing wrong with a coffee date. In fact, it should be a normal first date. If someone has a problem with that, it might be a sign they are not a good match to date.
My honest advice is to please show this attitude off as soon as possible to the men that you're speaking to, because at least then they will have an honest take of who you are as a person and how it would be to be in a relationship with you. And then at least that man will be free to either just focus on his own peace or find somebody else to focus on.
To be fair, some modern women are doing this because of a lot of complaining on TikTok.
Because I don't think men want to take women out on dates anymore. Like, I feel like they don't want to take women out on dates. Their idea of, like, a date in some way is, like, saying, hey, like, let's meet at the bar. Let's, like, meet at the bar and, like, just have some drinks, you know, just meet me there. Let's, like, spend some time together. And it's not even a proper date. Like, that's what they will suggest 100%. Or better yet, if you are on Hinge, I'm so sorry, I'm like all out and about. I just got
modern women have made dating feel pointless. That is not men's fault.
Working out, but anyways, even on Hinge, you will literally see like men like not want to go on dates with you. Like I have matched with like so many people on Hinge, and the matter of like men, like the amount of men who do not want to pursue anything after like the first 2 messages is like really crazy. Like there was no effort from them to like, or even any incentive to take you out.
They figured out from those 2 messages that she is not worth the trouble.
Date. It's just like they just want to match just to match, and they're not really there to be intentional. And mind you, am I being like super dead serious on finding somebody on Hinge? Not really. I'm just there to like kind of see like, hey, what's out there, you know, maybe to go on a date or 2 just to get to know somebody. Like that'd be nice. But the problem is nobody is asking me out. Like nobody's asking anybody out. Like they're like, we're just 1 to 2 little sentences, and it stops there. It stops.
It wouldn't be surprising if she has ghosted guys after only 2 messages on those apps.
I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what's going on, but I do engage with the conversation, and it just dies. It's just like nothing. They don't care enough to like take you out. So honestly, I don't think men want to take out women anymore. I don't know what they expect. Well, it's definitely not dates, not romanticizing, or no romance anymore. It's wild out here.
She basically admitted she's not using the apps for anything serious. So why is she complaining at all?